My name is Tony Pantele, and I'm the owner of the Lunchbox. I wanted to talk a little bit about what I feel are the current benefits of buying the Lunchbox. When you're buying a menu that has been proven in 4 or 5 states and is versatile in its options, barbecue items, turkey items, vegetarian items, soups, salads. When you go through the menu, you see that there's a great deal of selection for anybody to be comfortable bringing a group or being able to order catering or platters out. The layout of the lunchbox, the design of the lunchbox, I think is another great benefit. Out of my several operations, this is the smallest location, and it is about just a little over 800 square feet. But that layout allows for some very simple production and some very short steps for that production. I have the production line set up with the salad hot station and the sandwich station in a very close pivot so that you're no more than 1.5, 2 steps away from each station, allowing you to run a much better labor, less people, and more importantly, during the slower times when you're not very busy and you don't have the additional help available, it's very easy for one person to navigate through those stations without having to leave the presence of the guests. Deli, restaurant, sandwich shop seats about 22 to 24 inside with capabilities of putting 2 or 3 tables and 2 outside on the sidewalk. I think the other great benefit, other than the fact that the menu is well received, is the fact that it's a very profitable location. The fact that it's 800 square feet, it allows the cost, when you add up all the fixed expenses, the rent, and insurance, and a variety of items that are included in the number, it is roughly about $55 to $60 a day to open the door. That is the lowest I could ever fathom in a restaurant business, sandwich shop of any kind, small, regardless of size, even small. That is a very affordable amount for you to enter into, and the rest of your costs, food and labor, and credit card charges are all based on percentages, so they're all going to fluctuate as your sales fluctuate. The last thing I'd like to discuss on the current benefits of purchasing the Lunchbox as is are the great reviews and reception we receive from our guests, and I think that is evident when you read the online posts or talk to any customers, clients that have come in and either ordered takeout or eaten here. The consistency of the food, the service, the portion to the cost ratio, I think is very well received. To be able to do that and to offer this menu that has dozens and dozens of sandwich options and salad options in this small place works out great because of the way it's set up and the rotation of deliveries and product that I use, which would all be trained to the person who purchases the Lunchbox. In regard to the future of the Lunchbox and the potential, I think it's very simple. The business has been run purposely to create a base sales amount that allows you to do external marketing and increase your sales through a variety of avenues that I'll discuss without having to worry about, am I going to be able to pay my bills? I do not turn the location over until it is above that break-even point, and for a long period of time. Not we broke even for this month or last month. The deli operation here has been successful since day one, much to do again with the low overhead cost and the low amount that it takes to operate it on a daily basis. So the fact that you are taking a business over that it covers its expenses and plus allows you to focus on the business and learn the business and create greater marketing and sales for your business without having to worry every day, am I going to be able to meet this? Which happens with many restaurants or many undercapitalized restaurants So it allows you to enter the business after purchasing it with a much less amount of capital reserve in order to make sure that you're able to sustain. You normally would never even need to touch that capital unless, of course, you were going to use that to expand on your marketing. The variety of ways that I think the sales can be increased are also fairly obvious if you were to come and visit the Lunchbox. I operate very few hours. I close at 5 o'clock every day, where most of the sandwich shops are open until 7 or 8, and I think they capture a great deal of sales during those times. I have tested that time market. I tested even 7 o'clock on occasion, and in particular when we first opened, and we would be able to at times receive a third of our sales for the day after that 5 o'clock segment. So, but that is intentional because I have other things that I'm involved in, and I'm here in the morning prepping, so I do not have that desire to expand on the hours, because that's not my purpose. My purpose was to create the business and to sell it for someone to then take and create their own empire from. So expanding the hours most certainly would be the first avenue to increase sales. That would be immediate results, immediate day one results with no expenditure. It doesn't cost you anything to stay open longer. Your fixed expenses are already covered. The other thing that is a large avenue would be the catering. Even my catering menu I haven't even designed. People ask about this all the time. I do not push this out. When people ask, I do self-catering trays, and I do parties for offices and dental offices and attorney meetings. But I do not promote it. I do not go out of the store and promote it. It is not promoted anywhere other than right here on the menu. Not only is that an increase in the sales, but the cost of doing sandwich trays is much less than when you service the guests inside the restaurant. So your profitability automatically goes up greater on those orders. Delivery would be another option. Not necessarily the onesie-twosie if that's not affordable, but if delivery, even with a 2-3 mile radius, I think would increase a good 10 to 20% of the sales because of the Jimmy John's effect. There is a sandwich location that does deliver. So it would allow you to compete, and at least if you put minimums of 6 orders, you would at least be able to accommodate businesses like beauty shops, salons, barber shops, car, auto sales, dealerships, where it's more difficult for those individuals to get away from their business without the potential of either losing guests, money, customers, or maybe they're self-employed and they just cannot close down and leave. That would be a good opportunity, but I think the main increase would come from the increased hours, capturing that early dinner segment, because there is a large variety of hot sandwiches and of course salads and soups, which be it summer or winter are very appealing. And the deli is located on a street that is sort of a cut-through street of St. George. It's not the main boulevard, so it's definitely the people that are working in the area. They're avoiding that busy main street, and this is the street they use on Tabernacle. So your exposure to your local business, your local working business, your people that are working in the area where you're servicing there is great.